Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and on this episode we are going to take care of the next dungeon. No, not just yet. There's a few more things we need to do before we take care of the next palace, and pay no attention to that rock up there. On this episode we are going to get a few important items, probably a little further ahead of time than we normally would, but once we get the Power Glove, a lot of the overworld kind of opens up to us, and a lot of secrets as well. So that's pretty nice. And with the Power Glove we can pick up these large boulders here, and we can uncover some secrets. Now you'll also notice there was a dark stone. Well, we need another item for that. Anyways, just like the first Legend of Zelda, we have these, caves that give us extra rupees, but instead of saying, it's a secret to everybody, they actually just give us secrets. So that's pretty nice. Thankfully, rupees are easy to come by in this game, and it's a very good thing because we're going to be spending a bit of rupees today. Now we could head north, but I wanted to check this area out first. Sometimes there's secrets under the rocks, sometimes there aren't, so just showing you that. But I like how they, gave the ground kind of a little divot where the heavy rock was, which makes sense. Watch out for those guys, they'll electrocute you. It's not fun. Now there is a way to jump in the water and swim by swimming right off, well, if you jump right off as the screen goes forward, but I never was able to get that. That glitch I just wasn't able to work out. But there are some glitches I am going to be able to do. There's nothing up there, by the way, but I do want to head off to the right. Because we do get a little bit of a secret here. I don't see any weapons on you. Maybe he just runs into enemies or they run away or something. Anyways, pay no attention to that crack in the wall there. It's not important. Oh, this one is. And unfortunately we can't do bomb arrows like Link's Awakening. That would be really nice if we could, but we really aren't going to need them. Anyways, from here, here are some fairies, and this is the ice cave. One neat thing about the ice cave is that over here you get a nice little bee here if you'll come back. And this is the good bee. And the good bee you can actually release, and it'll actually kill enemies for you. So that's pretty nice. And I might use that for some boss enemies or something later, but not now. It's just something to have. But anyways, we saw a treasure chest, rather, that we couldn't get to, and yeah, if you couldn't figure out what to do, this is pretty obvious. Just bomb this wall here. The ice rod is pretty useful. It does use up a lot of magic, especially because, well, yeah, we don't really have that much to help us using our magic, if you know what I mean, viewers. But it will be useful. It will be useful. I think it's a little more powerful than the bow and arrow, and it actually, well, either way, it actually affects some enemies that are immune to fire and immune to your arrows. So, that's good to know. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. They're going to give us an ice rod. There's going to be another rod that's the opposite of the ice rod. I don't think I'm spoiling much of the game there. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and bomb this. And I probably shouldn't at this point because it's going to be a little bit of a waste. But like I said, yeah, you'll see. Anyways, this is where the ice rod kind of comes in handy, because you've got to get rid of these enemies over here. And it is a little bit of a... There is a little bit of a delay with the ice rod. In terms of, you know, having to use it. But anyways, like I said, it could be a waste here because we get a shitload of rupees. And I do mean a shitload, not a metric one either. So we get 300, and then 320, and then bombs, 340, and then arrows, so it's a lot of rupees. But we're going to be using those rupees today. Anyways, let's head north. And like I said earlier, we could have branched out and headed north earlier, but I figured we might as well do this now. Can you guess where I'm headed? Yep. I'm headed north. Northeast. North by northeast, I suppose. I know the movie's North by Northwest, but... No, we're not going to go up here. I'm doing some of this by memory. I could have edited that out, but, you know, I'm not really taking this that seriously. I'm just having fun. Anyways, if you remember the magic mushroom house, or the house that we gave the mushroom to, there's actually a boulder in the way off to the right, as you can see here momentarily, and prevented us from going up to this northeast corner of the map. So I think it's time to go check that out, and pay no attention to that rather heavy stone, the dark black stone, or that one right here to the right of us. Those aren't useful. We have no need of lifting those kind of stones. No, I'm just kidding. Some of them are going to be important. But can you guess which ones? Those of you who haven't played this game, which is probably very few of you. But if you haven't played this game, I really recommend playing it. It's fun. You can cover the game in like a lazy afternoon, really, if you know the game well enough. And don't go for 100%, I suppose. If only we had a place to throw that rock, you know? Anyways, up here, we have a little secret area. And can you guess what we're gonna go for? That's right, the flipper. Or the flippers, because I think Link has more than one leg. But anyways, these Zoras take a lot of hits. And so sometimes I think people recommend getting a Master Sword before you get up here, but we might as well. Besides, the flipper is going to really help create a couple of shortcuts and shorten the game just a little bit. That's one thing about doing a sequence breaking run. Sequence breaking run, that is to get all the items as quickly as possible so you can break the game a little bit. Hey there, buddy. Yeah, we want the flippers. We didn't just go up here, you know. But yeah, they're expensive. 500 rupees, so that's why we collected the rupees. But we'll get those rupees back. Maybe. There's a lot of things to spend your money on here. Anyways, over here is a nice little secret piece of heart. And I like that they did that in this game. That I think this is the first game with the pieces of heart. You know, so you could actually get segments of a heart, so you could have more secrets instead of just, you know. But it's a reasonable number. It's not like Majora's Mask or anything. I think Majora's Mask has, what, like 54? Well, anyways, that wraps up this episode. So thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we'll possibly sequence break. We'll find out. Thanks again. Goodbye.